Hi guys, welcome to this video. In this video, we're going into the land of Jollof Rice wars, the land of epic wrestling matches, and the land where it looks like the baobab tree have been hitting the gym. Yes, we're going into Senegal. Welcome to the beautiful West African nation, graced by the magnificent Atlantic Ocean, and this is its vibrant capital city, Dakar. The city where the roads are packed, the surfboards are homemade, and even the lakes have their own mood swings. If you have never been here before, buckle up. Well, actually, maybe not, because they are driving here. No lane on the ground, it's just plain. Everybody chooses the lane that he likes. It's an experience. No orderliness. That's our boss they call it. This is supposed to be a highway. Let's kick things off by pointing out the fact that Point de Almadies in Dakar holds the bragging right as Africa's most western point. To my right is Cape Verde. And behind me here, you go all the way, you get to America, the continent of America. Beyond this spot, it's just you and the Atlantic. This is as west as it gets in Africa, and this city wears that badge with pride. Next up is Dakar's pride and joy, the African Renaissance Monument. This is a major tourist attraction in Senegal. It is the African Monument Renaissance, and it's over 171 feet, or about approximately 171 feet. It's built on a hill, as you can see, towering at 171 feet. This statue is the tallest statue in the continent of Africa. It symbolizes Africa's rebirth and is taller than the Statue of Liberty in New York, USA. It is also taller than Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Inside the magnificent monument, there is a mini art gallery of little statues representing the continent's tribes and cultures. It is a beautiful display of heritage. And if that wasn't enough, you can take a short elevator trip to the very top of the statue. We are at the top of the monument. For a view so spectacular, it practically demands a soundtrack. Can't get better than this. Up next is a historic island that is 6 miles from the shores of Dakar. This island is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it takes 30 minutes ferry ride to get into this beautiful, emotional place called Gorée Island. Actually, we're going to the island of Gorée to see historical matters about the slaves being taken from Africa. This island is where the slaves used to gather. The Europeans and Americans, slave masters used to bring slaves from all over Africa and bring them to the island before the final journey to the Americas. Stay tuned for more action. Goree Island is known for its history as a major center in the transatlantic slave trade, which is why people come here to remember and to honor that history. Other than the traumatic past, the island is worth every time spent on it. Thankfully, there's a lot to see here that celebrates the resilience and culture of West African art. The narrow streets, the bright buildings, and the incredible ocean views make it a place that feels like stepping into a living postcard, one filled with beauty, history, and stories that stays with you long after you leave. So, if you are ever in Senegal, I recommend coming to Goree Island. It's emotional, but it's also beautiful, uplifting, and eye-opening. Now, this country is not all about having the most western points in Africa, giant statues, and historic slave trades. It's very warm here, very hot. I was wondering about Dakar. Always feel like I'm coming out from swimming pool, always sweating, almost 40 degrees. You need a handy towel, a face towel. You always need a face towel here because the weather is very hot. Or you could join the local kids who have mastered the art of surfing with boards made from, wait for it, jerry cans and plastic sacks. Magical. Talk about recycling. Forget expensive surf gear. Here, you just need jerry cans, a little creativity, and a dream. These kids, they've got all three. Happiness is free. You just need to know where to look for it. What fun is better than this? Just chilling with nature. Free of charge. Talking about nature, behold the pink lake. Well, kind of. Okay, let's be real. It's not so pink these days. This lake is supposed to be pink, but at the moment, it looks like it's lost its color. Lac Reba, or the Pink Lake as the English speakers like to call it, is about 19 miles northeast of Dakar. Until as recent as 2002, according to my guide, this lake was always very pink because of the salt content combined with certain algae pulling in visitors like free Wi-Fi. So, why the fade out? Why is it not pink? Okay, so when the sun comes out, naturellement c'est pas comme ça. Turns out a few neighboring rivers flowed into it and diluted the lake's signature pink color. But hey, don't count it out just yet. On a sunny day, if you squint hard enough, you might just spot a blush of pink. Or you can tell yourself it's just going through a transitional phase. Hey, we've all been there, right?
The jollof of Ghana is the best jollof.
So, for saying the truth, Senegal invented Jollof Rice. Jollof comes from the tribe Wolof. That's Senegalese.
Now, to the delicious debate that gets West Africans fired up. Jollof rice. Everyone knows that no one can be more Catholic than the Pope.
Senegal, we are the creators of Jollof, so we're not in the conversation.
Senegalese jollof rice is the OG of jollof. Born right here in Senegal, where every grain is a masterpiece and every bite tells a story. Just the mention of it sparks lively debates and mouth-watering memories across West Africa. But here I am in Dakar, Senegal, the very heart of where it all began, and I can't live without diving into the delicious and often spicy world of jollof. The name jollof comes from the ancient Wolof or Jollof Empire, which is now modern-day Senegal. So when we talk about jollof rice, we are talking about a dish that is steeped in centuries of tradition. And trust me, when the Senegalese make jollof rice, they are not just cooking, they are honoring their heritage, the flavors, the spices, the care that goes into each pot. It's like tasting history on a plate. So whether you are Team Nigeria, Team Ghana, Team Liberia or Team Sierra Leone, no matter how you like your jollof rice, let's give credit where it's due. Senegal, the true birthplace of jollof. And one thing is for sure, jollof rice will keep bringing us together, one plate at a time. So, there you have it. Dakar, the city that's got Africa's back, facing westward and embracing the world beyond. Whether you are here for the culture, the history, or just to stand at the edge of a continent, Dakar welcomes you with open arms and a view you won't forget. So that's it on this one from Dakar, Senegal. Don't forget to like, leave us a comment about what you think, and most importantly, subscribe to more interesting views from cities across the globe. Catch you on the next one.